Greetings, friends, or a hearty shalom to you, Jeffrey Seif here, with an edition of what I'm calling Deciphering Our World, with a look at the Word. It's an interesting world we find ourselves in today, is it not? Certainly, you've been following, as I have, Israel at war for well over a year now. Interesting developments, to be sure. You look at the utter demise of Hamas. That is not insignificant. Hamas in the Gaza was an Iranian proxy. You saw as well the demise of Hezbollah. Demise may be a bit overstated. Surely it's been weakened considerably. Its leadership infrastructure decimated. Its front with Israel decimated. Hezbollah is a shell of what it once was. And like Hamas in the Gaza area, Hezbollah in the Lebanese area is in effect, or was in effect, an Iranian proxy. It still is. That is to say, Iran is the major power that's looking to establish hegemony. That is to get its tentacles, its imperial designs and influence in Gaza. It had it there, no more. With Hezbollah in Lebanon, it had it there, no more. And similarly in Syria, it had it there, and no more, maybe a little overstated, but of course, as you know, Syria is no more. It has been overrun by another power. Assad has fled to Russia, and he's in effect under a little better than house arrest there. I heard his wife has filed for divorce. She's looking to get back to England. We'll have to see what happens with that. What we've seen happening in the region as Israel gets stronger and stronger, we've seen these powers round about Israel get weaker and weaker. Now, as you've heard me to say, these powers round about Israel that I just mentioned, Syria, Lebanon, unfortunately, and Gaza, these in effect are Iranian proxies. Iran is considerably weaker now than it was before, thanks to strategic strikes in Iran, where, per my understanding, the better part of their air defense has been knocked out. They're extremely vulnerable now. Some of their top leaders have been killed recently owing to Israeli stealth and political intrigue and spy mastery. The net result now is that Iran itself is thrown on its heels. And it begs the question, what's next? Now, I don't want to claim to know the answer to that question, but I can tell you some years ago when we did a television program that aired on the Inspirational Network, ABC, Daystar, I don't know if it was that on TBN at the time, we interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu, among others. And back then, with a surety in his voice, he, in no uncertain terms, said that Iran, from his perspective, is Israel's first and foremost number one existential threat. I mention that now to say that with Iran weakened, with Israel having momentum, with the new Trump administration coming, to me, it raises the question, is it time to strike Iran and to just put their nuclear ambitions back in the Stone Age? Well, I don't know anybody that's going to play their hand, and I'm not in charge of any government. The only thing I manage is my own life. But if I were a betting man, I'd say that keep your eyes on Iran. There certainly, for the longest, has been a bad moon rising over there in Iran, and I think we're going to see some decisive action there. There's just no way that Israel is going to allow for a nuclear Iran, given what we know about them, especially through the political intrigue in the region. We wouldn't want them to have that. Israel certainly wouldn't. And I think we're going to see some action there. Well, we want to keep our eyes tuned on the Middle East, our eyes tuned on the modern state of Israel. Thank you for joining me in this segment of Deciphering Our World. More to come.